Well, here we go. Sonia with the J has got me pushing buttons. I'm happy to be here. Seems like it's been forever with traveling. Let's see, last weekend, was it last weekend? Well, pretty much no, 2 weekends ago was the Kentucky 25. And then the weekend before that was M25. So yeah, I haven't been live on a Saturday in 3 weeks, going on four, but here we are, finally. Uh, will I get back to a regular schedule? We'll see. Diane, welcome aboard. I almost didn't think I was going to go live today because I had a mechanic here and we were doing the rear brakes. Dennis and I did the front brakes in Kentucky 2 weeks ago. And then I bought the parts for the rear brakes, the calipers and pads, and a couple lines. One of the lines has not arrived yet. That would not have stopped us, but the mechanic could only work just a few hours today. So we have the it'd be the right side, right rear is done. There is Vintage Van Life is here. Did I see Tina? There's Tina. Welcome aboard. And Kyle. Good day. So yes, the right rear is complete, other than bleeding, of course. And on Monday, then he's going to be working on the right hand or the left hand side. I told him I had to be to work at 11 Central Time, but he said he'd be here earlier than that. And yeah, it should all work out. He's got a helper as well. So you know, he knows where my tools are on the back deck. I've got plenty of brake fluid, plenty of brake cleaner, power steering fluid. We got all the stuff. And it should all work out. Yeah, the front brakes will be bled. They have to be. Because once we open that up, they cross connect. So once we unplug that rear brake line and reconnect the line, actually, it's got a plug in it right now. So there's no fluid flowing to the back, but there will be once that other side is done. Once the left side is done with the new caliper, new everything, then everything's connected. We fill it with fluid, connect the line, connect the line, fill it with fluid, and then they all get bled, all four corners. So all new bleed screws, all new calipers, everything's brand new, and it'll be good to go. Yeah, I got all the tings. You're right, Jim. I don't know if I'm coming out to Q, Brian. It depends on which way the wind blows. I'm really kind of hot on trying Florida, but Florida might be on the too pricey side. And I've heard that they don't like old school buses, but we'll see. I also know some people that know some people that know some people that maybe. I sure would like to dip my toes in the warm Atlantic Ocean, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have to consider the Gulf Coast, Mississippi, Alabama. I still I'm kind of thinking I'd like to go to Corpus Christi and Nancy's Bait Shop. So what is it? Padre Island? Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, I've heard that too, Brian. There's Ray. Welcome aboard. Yeah, South Texas. That might be good. So that's Galveston. Houston's down that way too, right? Yeah, Houston, Galveston, Corpus Christi. I may have that mixed up in the order that they come as you're traveling west. Crystal Beach, yes, I've heard of that. Gulf of Mexico, not the Atlantic. Okay. I don't know. I have to ask one of my bosses told me about a place that was real reasonable, and they accept rigs like mine. You know, they don't have that 10-year-old or no hippie buses, that type of thing. So we could fit right in there. Rob's not going to Florida. That's the end of the update. Well, thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Are you going to Hudson Bay? Has the king sent you to Hudson Bay? I can promise you, Rob, I will not be going to Hudson Bay. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss Chrome's meetup in Ontario. I would love to go to one of his meetups, but he's only having a 4-hour meetup in Ontario. I forget where it is, but well, guess what? I'm not going. Maybe in another year. We'll see. Oh, he's coming in January? Awesome. Guess what? I won't be in New Jersey in January either. I think it's still a little too nippy up there. You know. Okay, you're going to be surprised. I don't know. Can I do it? Yes, I can. You know, I could have moved the camera. Why don't we do that? That's not working out real well, but as you can see, or not see, let's see if I can move this a little bit. Yes, I wore pants today. And I actually wore a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, gloves, boots. I haven't worn any of that stuff since April. But it went well. I had two good things that happened this morning. Susie's here. Welcome aboard. The boots, my right boot, the string had pulled through the eyelet, the top one. Well, I had tried to push it through, but whatever that thing is called, I'm sure there's a sexual name for it, that a little bit of plastic that is on the end of the shoestring so you can push it through the eyelet. I can't remember what it's called. Sonia will know. Anyways, that broke. So when I tried to push the string through, you know, it's a double string, and the cover string part, it wouldn't go through. I fought with that back in April, and it was like, I knew it was going to be a problem because, you know, you can't tighten up your boot properly without both strings being in the same, you know, horizontal position. Aglet. Thank you, Brian. Sorry, Sonia. Brian beat you to it. Yep, Rob's got it too. Aglet. Anyways, the aglet has gone. But I did have success. I found my little tiny screwdrivers. It's for, you know, eyeglass and jewelry. I found those. And I took my boots out of a plastic container that I had them in. I like to keep them in a container so that spiders don't get in and, you know, any weird shit in my bottom of my boot. I don't like surprises like that. So I double check even though they were in the thing. So I take them out of the container and I smacked myself in the face, knocked my glasses off, and guess what? The lens fell out on the side, the left side where they are already broken. I thought to myself, okay, fine, put them on the counter. I found the lens, put that on the counter. fixed my boot because I couldn't wear glasses doing that anyways. It's too close up. So I fixed my boot. It took me 15 minutes, but I finally got that whole string to go through and was able, now I can wear my boots properly. Yes, I am, Ray. Back on the brake fixing. It's almost done. Come Monday afternoon, it'll be all good and golden. And there's more to talk about, but anyways, I thought, well, while I have these tiny screwdrivers out, I repaired my glasses. So I got 2 things done today. Projects that are coming up in the next few days. Finish the brakes. I have a power steering reservoir on order. I'm not going to bother rebuilding that one. I'm just going to replace it. It's not terribly expensive. It's like $30. I can handle that. I wish Dennis was here. But hey V, I should have you screenshot this. I can't seem to get anybody to take a picture of me. Hang on. Okay, this is the front. And actually the back turned out better. But that's okay. I've worn it a couple times, but I haven't had a chance to get a picture taken. So all I can say is replay this live stream later on and take a picture. Screenshot it. If that's not good enough, let me know. So sew buttons on your underwear. George Ann, welcome aboard. Thank you, V. I like it. And she took the screenshot. Cool. What's that? Tina said something, I missed it. Whoops. Try to use the touchpad. I don't need the touchpad because I have a mouse. I like mice better. Oh, okay. Hey, there's William. I mean, Brody. Welcome aboard, William. Good to see you. And Troy is here too. Welcome aboard. This is great. This is getting like old times. We already got 13 people on board. No, 12. I'm sorry. 13 counting me. All right, scrolling down. Everybody saying hi to everybody? Yes. So, glasses fixed, boots fixed. I didn't get much of a tan today. Here all day. We have to say hi to Sonia 3 times. That's Sonia with a J, not the other Sonia who's not here. So, just so you know, unless she's lurking, which I doubt. Packing up the RV this Thanksgiving weekend. Let's see, Canada's Thanksgiving is different than our Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving is sometime near the end of November. But I know Canada's different. So, yeah. My reverse, whatever, the backup camera came. I'm kind of anxious to play with that, but it's going to be dark here in a little bit, so I won't be playing with it. But tomorrow gives me something to do because we won't be doing the remaining break until Monday. So I got Sunday to play with things. Amazon didn't bring me the other stuff I needed, but they say it'll be here tomorrow. So I got the kit to change out the orifices in the gas stove. from natural to propane. Uh, I haven't ordered it yet, but I will be getting the squat 11-pound propane tank. I may get 2 of them, but at least get one. And then that goes in the ventilated. Okay, I have to put a vented cover on the first under storage, the basement. Okay, so then that is situated proper, legal to have it ventilated. And then the line runs underneath the bus over to this side, comes up and connects into the stove. Stove has its own regulator, so I don't have to worry about that. So everything will all be kosher to code and safe. So if I end up being where it's going to be cold, I'm not using the oven for heat. Don't worry, I'm not that. But I do have a space heater. I don't know if I showed it before, but I have a propane space heater that you mount on the wall. Chances are it will probably get mounted probably where the refrigerator is now, because that's pretty much central of the bus. I mean, I can move the refrigerator over. I got room to go slide it back and forth. So there'd be room to mount that propane heater on the wall. And then should I ever need it, fire it up. And probably I'll have it with its own tank. And then there's more future plans. Chances are the clawfoot tub is probably going to go. Diane said maybe she could use it for a planter. We'll see. But sad that it's got all these beautiful brass fittings on it and everything, but well, it is taking up too much space. I don't think it's that heavy, but it can go. Then I got to start shopping for like a shower enclosure or make one. We'll see. Eventually, gray tank, shower. Probably before I do all that, I'll probably get the composting toilet. I found one for $600 that I think would be good to use. It looks like it's well made in Germany. Has good reviews. So we'll see. I'm not sure if it's available on Amazon. I found it through its own website. We'll see. There's cheaper alternatives out there as well. But I want something that's going to be quality because, hello, this is not just an RV anymore. It's my home. So it's got to be right. How can a tub be too dangerous? Oh, well, it depends on where you're at, Tina. If you're in the desert, which I don't know if I'm going to be in. I don't know how that happened. I touched the mouse. Big deal. Oh, car accident? In this case, it would be a bus accident. Okay, I'll go with it. Painting tie-dye. I could put the tub on the other side. That's right, V. I don't like it cold. Yes, I am in Tennessee, Margie. Welcome aboard, by the way. I'm just scrolling up to see if I missed anybody. Good one, Tina. No, the tub didn't get me yet. I suppose it looked like that when I disappeared. It's all right because I think the stupid feet for the thing are up at Kyle's house anyway. So, yeah, one less thing to worry about. Um, and if I have to, I have a favorite person's sledgehammer here. It's right outside. We use it to get the tires loose. You know, just a little bump to get them to move, and which I was kind of surprised. But they're actually bolted on there damn tight, and they are again. Well, these are, but yeah, you have to be careful with those. But I used your sledgehammer, Tina. Patio, welcome aboard. Grow my own food. Now I got to be able to use my rear deck. Oh, the other thing too is I came up with a way to lock the bus up pretty well secure. So that'll be a good thing. Only have to buy one small part. We tested the other, and I'm not going to tell you how I do it because that, you know, who knows what. Oh, that's how Jack gets in his bus. Well, no, I'm not going to tell anybody. I am doing very well, Patio. Um, Started out at M25 a month ago, well, 3 weeks ago. Then from there went to Kentucky 25. That was wonderful. See, Gracie was there. Bobby, I don't know if you remember Bobby, but she was there. She has an ambulance now. It's pretty cool. Let's see, who else do you know? Well, Marshall, of course. He and Tim put the event on, and yeah, we had I don't know, was it 20 people, Tina? Something like that. Look at my time. TM time TM. I don't know what you mean, Tina. TM. Yeah, you should, Patty. It was a fun time. Beautiful place. Land between the lakes. It's huge. Even the park we were at was huge, and there's more parks. So I don't know which park we're going to be in next year, but we'll see. Text messages. Oh, I did hear something beeping. Thank you. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Image. That's cute. I could put a wandering Jew. When yours gets a little longer, I'll take a cutting off of it, and those pot really easy. You probably knew that. Either a wandering Jew or a spider plant. That would go good in that little brass tub. I'm going to have to start looking around. I'm sure you can find something like that at thrift store. It's cute. I could wash my big toe in it. Maybe. No, it wasn't the tub this time either. Okay, this mouse has little buttons on the side. And when I go to move the mouse, I bump that. Not always, but I did this time. Oh, it was Richard's? Oh, that's cool. That's a keepsake. I was wondering if those were your glasses on the counter next to it. The ones that I tried to break the other day. Just so you know, I have tools to fix glasses now. I've had them forever, but I didn't know where they were, but I located them. Yeah, pushed the wrong button. And I don't know, I don't even need the mouse, so I better just leave it alone. I won't need it until, an hour from now. I figure we'll be on an hour and a half. If somebody guesses the featured channel, we'll be doing this. Holly is likely to call with her jokes. She's all excited, but she's inviting Jim and Sandy. They'll probably be popping in here pretty soon. So we'll welcome them for sure. They totally enjoyed M25. They're just wonderful people. Holly's all excited because she's going to spend Thanksgiving with them down in Ohio. And believe it or not, because Holly doesn't drive, she's taking the train. Now she's taking Amtrak to Ohio. I don't know where Jim and Sandy live in Ohio. I think it's near Toledo, but I'm not sure. But anyways, that reminds me of a song. A bar in Toledo across from the depot. Maybe that's where. You still haven't done your M25 video yet, Sonia? That's not like you. Of course, you're busy out buying gladiators. You'll probably do a video of your new Jeep before you do a video of M25. I'm excited about your new Jeep, by the way. I even like the color. So there. Another great update. Thank you, Rob. Well, now, V just said something about Thanksgiving coming up in Canada. Maybe the king would let you go there. Oh, I don't know, Marge. If you're in Tennessee, I don't know my way around Tennessee very well yet, although I did learn my way to Lewisburg today. We went to the Walmart in Lewisburg. And no, they do not, period, do not sell Vernors. Not yet. Not at that one. Yeah. Sonia with a J has been busy buying a Jeep. And she's making Jim clean out the Colorado. So yeah, they've both been pretty busy. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the Jeep. So Margie, I don't know where you and Jeff are, but if you're somewhere in a reasonable amount of distance, maybe we can get together. I know there's a new Italian place in Chapel Hill. No, William, I'm in Tennessee. Undisclosed, Tennessee, or undisclosed, Tennessee. Zip code is... Yeah, definitely lots of content, Sonia. I got some content for Dennis to show him, but he lost a brake pad when we were doing the front brakes in Kentucky. He says, I don't know where that brake pad went. Well, the mechanic here, Billy, he found that lost brake pad, Dennis. I took a picture of it. I'll send it to you. 3.5 hours. Okay. What direction? Is it east? What are you shaking your head about, Tina? Guess who? Yeah, well.
Why, hello, am I live?
Yes, you are live.
Well, how many people do we have with us today, Jack?
Several thousand. 14.
Wow, awesome. Well, Jim and Sandy said to say hello to everybody, but they're on their way to dinner and to a concert tonight, but they'll be listening to it tomorrow.
Awesome sauce. Hey,
Yeah.
not too many live streams get a replay, but that's cool. I like that they're going to do that. That is great.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
hang on.
this is
Let me wrap up a second with Margie and Jeff. So I'm guessing you are in Knoxville. So yes, that would be, I believe, southeast of me. So it's a possibility that we can hook up because eventually I will be heading that direction. I kind of want to go to Pigeon Forge in that area. So we'll see. There's Nancy Drew. Welcome aboard. She's saying hi to you, Holly. So
hello, Nancy.
you now have the stage. It's all yours.
Okay. Why, hello, everybody. This is Holly by Golly with your laugh report. Boop, boop, be doop. I got some jokes for you. My uncle thought he was a horse, so my aunt went to the doctor and told him that her husband thought he was a horse. So the doctor said, okay, have him come in Tuesday the 3rd at 4 o'clock. And she says, oh, he can't make it then. He'll be racing in the 2nd on the 3rd at 4 p.m. at Bellamy.
Oh, okay. I got it.
This little boy and his mom bought a turtle at the pet store. Then 2 weeks later, because the turtle had blisters on its feet, they took it back to the pet store. And the owner says he had never seen anything like that before. So he gave him another turtle. And the boy took the turtle, set it on the counter, and says, look, Mommy, another turtle monster truck. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Blisters on the turtle's feet. Yep.
Yeah. Can you name 3 things that won't work together? So you know you're screwed.
What?
Can you name 3 things that won't work together so you know that you're screwed? A nail, a board, and a drill.
A what? Say again.
A nail, a board, and a drill.
A bork.
Board.
Oh, board. A nail,
and a drill.
Well, I just take the drill, turn around, and use the battery and to pound the nail into the board. How about that?
Yeah. And then explode the battery, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you call the divorce of Hitler?
Turtle Club. Welcome aboard, Kelly. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Say again. I'm sorry. I had to say hi to Kelly.
What do you call the divorce of Hitler?
I don't know.
A mine shaft.
Okay.
My aunt, she was an usher at the local movie theater, and one night she walked in with her flashlight, and she sees this guy all sprawled over 4 seats. And she says, what are you sitting like that for? This is a public movie theater. Where did you come from? He says, the balcony, as he's pointing up.
Yikes.
What is old and you can discover in West Hollywood?
I don't know what.
Susan B. Anthony.
I don't get that one.
Her grave is in West Hollywood.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought she was a Civil War nurse. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Anyway, there's a new booklet out that has come out, and it's called Run to the Outhouse by I.P. Knightley with illustrations by Willie Make It,
right.
and introduction by Betty Won't.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
It's about the two-holer outhouse, which has been a contributor to families staying functional. It ends with the phrase of The family that pees together stays together.
And the song is by Granny, right? Swinging on the outhouse door without her nightie. Swinging on the outhouse door.
What is another name for a moose toilet?
A moose toilet?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Dear John.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's all right.
Where did Yogi Bear find his wife? On top of Old Smoky.
Oh, gee.
What are Roseanne Barr's measurements?
I don't want to know.
48.56.
Oh, okay. That's it. I got it.
What are the 3 largest Japanese cities?
Tokyo. I don't know.
Tokyo, LA, and New York.
Okay, I got it now.
You know, Campbell Soup Company had to fire the president of the company. So they did it all legal and everything. And they gave him a pink slip. And it said, you're fired.
Jeez. They spelled it out in the alphabet soup. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Domino's Pizza is cutting out their health insurance, which is very bad, especially for the drivers. They need to take into account that the drivers are driving 90 miles per hour around corners and down the side streets with 20 pounds of molten cheese in the passenger seat, which is very dangerous, especially to get there in 30 minutes. You know, they don't do that 30-minute thing anymore. For Domino's to get here is 45 minutes, they tell me all the time.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I order it, not too often, though I can't afford it.
Hopefully they bring it in a freezer bag. I mean, a thermal bag.
You know, this guy, he walks into a restaurant and he orders coffee and their special breakfast of pancakes and eggs. Well, these 3 bikers walk in right about the time that he gets his order, and they walk up to this guy, and Mo says, "Hey, look, he don't have enough sugar in his coffee, does he, Steve?" And Steve says, "No," and pours all kinds of sugar in his cup. So then Mo said, "Hey, look, he don't seem to have enough syrup on his pancakes, does he, Bo?" So Bo pours all kinds of syrup on his pancakes. So the guy says, "Well, I guess I'll just leave." So he does, and Mo says to the waitress, "You know, that guy sure don't know how to eat, does he?" And she says, "No, and he don't know how to drive either. He just ran over 3 motorcycles out there."
Yeah, I've heard variations on that one.
You know, I used to work in a furniture company, but anyway, there was this Ouija board in an auction house, and an employee bought it, and it said he could take the day off, and the manager says, "I told her to interview for," and they told me to interview for his position tomorrow. I know you're confused.
Confused? I'm beyond confused.
Oh, well, that's not new then.
How about a chicken? My mouse is doing funny things. Okay, there. I hear a train. Yeah, Kelly says she's confused too.
Okay. Maybe one day I'll explain it all to you.
Okay, that'll be good.
The guy was wrong. The Ouija board told him that he could take the next day off, and then the guy told me to come in for an interview the next day at the auction house.
Kelly,
Guy bought,
help me. I'm confused.
I just explained it.
Not really. What the hell does a Ouija board have to do with it?
It was at an auction. It was for auction, right? And one of the employees of the auction house bought it. And he said to his boss that the Ouija board told me he could take the next day off. And the manager said to me, well, you go ahead and take the day off, but I'm going to have her interview for your position tomorrow. Now do you get it, Jack?
Okay, I sort of get it, but who is her?
Me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were at the store.
I was at the auction house.
Ah, I got it. All right. You know what? That's a pretty stupid joke. Nancy gets it. Nancy's laughing. So must be you got it going. Nancy's a lot better detective than me and Kelly.
Well, you know what?
No, but I know his brother who.
My Uncle Carl had no hobbies, so my Aunt Kathy told him, why don't you get a hobby? He said, like what? She said, how about something, anything, like hunting perhaps. Go out back in the woods and shoot some game. He got suited up, grabbed his gun, went out to the woods, and after a while of being there, he ran into a very beautiful girl, all dressed in camouflage, and then he asked her, are you game? She said yes, so he shot her.
Oh, Jesus. That's sad.
Did I ever tell you about my uncle who invented invisible deodorant?
No, you haven't.
Well, he did. And it was an invisible deodorant that makes your armpit disappear. And but not the smell, right?
Okay.
So you can put it all over your body and walk by people and they won't see you. They'll just wonder where the smell is coming from. There's this couple, Pat and Patrice. They won like $10,000, and they thought about what to do with it. So what happened, you wonder? Well, he wanted a car, and she wanted a fur coat. So finally they compromised. They bought a fur coat, and they parked it in the garage.
Okay, that's cute. I like that one.
Did you know that the economy is so bad that even Santa is suffering? It's so bad that even Santa has to get rid of two of his hose.
Two of his what?
Hose. Instead of saying ho, ho, ho.
Oh. I was sitting there going, hosiery, stockings, garden hose.
Santa says ho, ho, ho. Now he's got to get rid of two of them.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah.
My Uncle Jonas was a doctor, a very strange doctor. One day, one of his patients walked into his office, and Uncle Jonas immediately told him to stick his tongue out and go to the window. So he does. And after about 5 minutes, he said to Uncle Jonas, will this help me? And Uncle Jonas said, no, but I meant the guy across the street.
Okay. All right.
When I was young, we were very poor. I mean, we raised turkeys and chickens, and on Thanksgiving, Mom wanted me to go down and cut off one of the turkeys' necks. Anyway, I didn't have the nerve, so I brought a gun, and only one bullet in it. I still couldn't do it, so I handed the gun to Turkey, and he turned it on me and took off my necklace. As in, he shot me in the necklace. He took my necklace. You get it, Jack?
No, Kelly's going to send me a letter, try to explain it to me in about 5 months.
You know, in New York, the prosecutors were having a heck of a time prosecuting the defendants for marijuana possessions and dealing due to the evidence continuing to disappear.
Now
they
that
finally figured out
I can believe that
it had to be mice. The way they figured it out was because they were finding mice holes in the ceiling. They were excessively high.
That's cute. That one's cute. That's almost
folks,
almost believable.
That is all that I happen to have for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it.
Well,
and boop-boop-de-doop, I hope I gave some laughs to you.
You gave us some mysteries. Thank you, Holly.
You're welcome.
All right. There's Frank. Frank
you guys
is here.
all enjoyed it. And boop-boop-de-doop, I love you all.
All right. Have a good one, Holly.
Yeah. Peace out, everybody. I love you all.
Peace out.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
God bless her. All right. Oh, my goodness. So, Frank, what have you been up to? I want to know, are the leaves changing colors up there? You're far enough north that they ought to be. Down here in Tennessee, not really. Nothing's changed. We did some driving from here to Lewisburg, and I, went to some beautiful country, but no colors, no leaf changing colors. And then I did see a video just recently from Ohio, from our good friends up there, and they were driving down a country road, and I saw no fall colors. So is fall late this year? What's going on? Oh, you've been in the hospital too much? I am so sorry to hear that, Frank. I hope that you get better and stay out of the hospital. I had a wife that refused to go to the hospital. She said, not going there. There's too many sick people. Yeah, well, it's true. Why did the Oreo go to the dentist? Because his loss is filling. That's cute, Kelly. I like that. Bright yellow up there. Okay. So it is finally starting to become fall. Okay, and Kelly's in Ontario, London, Ontario. Many of you probably know where that is. So she's getting some color. That's cool. Yellow and orange and reds. Cool. Oh, Ray says he's got some in Ohio. Maybe the video I was watching, maybe they took it a couple weeks ago. That's a possibility. They might be a channel that, has a little bit of delay in putting out their video that they took. Me, I still want to do mine right away, but there's probably going to be delay to my videos too. And I'm trying to put all my ducks in a row so I can actually edit, use the Film Aura program, and try to use it like Tina showed me, and get my pictures with names and all of that. I did buy a little gizmo. It's just an expander. But this end, I can put in. In other words, I can download my SD cards to this newer computer, which has the Film Aura program on it. I didn't have a very good way to do that. I mean, I could upload from the phone, which is okay, but the SD cards from the cameras, I didn't have a very good way to do that. Now I do. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm sure it'll work. Whereas the other laptop, the Chromebook, it's still usable, but it doesn't have the Film Aura program on it. But, the Chromebook's great because, I can put in the SD cards in it and, upload a lot easier. But this will do the trick. I'm glad I found it. It was a little pricey. It says UK, CA. I thought that would be United Kingdom and Canada. But then over here it says it's made in Taiwan. Hello? Whatever. Burrito. Stupid autocorrect. All good. I'm glad to hear that, Susie. At least I know the weather pattern is not as crazy as I thought it might be. It's been warm where I'm at. It's been in the 70s every day. Now it's starting to get cooler at night. It was in the 50s last night. 2 nights ago, it actually dropped below 50. So Marge has an adapter for the SD cards. Well, I have the, it's a larger, it's about that big. I don't know if I have one in the drawer here or not. Probably not. Doggone it, I forgot to buy more batteries today. I need to get more AA's. Anyway, this one will read the larger cards, which usually have the SD in them. So who knows? It should read anything I need to. Kelly upgraded her laptop. Whoa. That's a chunk. Yeah. I looked at upgrading mine because I thought I would need it for work. Turns out almost everybody I work with, except for a couple people, they're using 8 gig. So I'm probably going to stick with 8 gig for a while. Maybe someday when I feel, fortunate and want to spend, I think it's going to be about 150 to upgrade the RAM in here to 16. I know how to do it myself. Just got to get the right RAM. My friend down in Arizona, he thought he was going to be able to do it. Turned out the RAM that he had was not compatible with the slots in this laptop. So I have to buy the correct RAM. And when it comes time, I'll ask him. And then I know how to do it because I watched him tear the back of this laptop off before. And, I know you have to have your anti-static and, you have to be careful what you're doing. I have built desktop computers and you have to follow the same procedures with those. Otherwise you'll mess something up badly. So yeah, you have to do the anti-static thing when you're working on computers on the inside of them. The popular choice is probably a Jeep. I like Jeeps. Am I going to buy one? Not today. Tomorrow? Probably not. On the Spectrum Extra. Is this Ed? Long time. So, has anybody got a clue who the feature channel is? There's always going to be next Saturday. I am toying with the idea of doing a Tuesday live. I think I told you that 3 weeks ago. It hasn't worked out for the Tuesdays. However, it might. Now that I'm on Central Standard Time, it's a little easier. But of course, I'm looking at probably going back into Eastern Standard Time if I travel to the East Coast. I am not sure where my feet are going to take me. It seems like more and more that the Gulf Coast is going to be better. You know, maybe start on the Gulf Coast of Florida. Traveling Roberts in that area, and so is my friend Terry. Possibility start out in Florida there, and then we'll see. Then travel up through the bottom of the panhandle of Florida and into Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Kind of the same route I took a couple of years ago, staying close to the Gulf shore. And instead of angling upwards towards Phoenix, when I get out that way, just go straight through El Paso and then dive down into Texas rather than going up to Dallas. That'd probably be the best way to go to like Houston, Galveston, those cities down through there. Yep, Edward's back. I was right. Good to have you back, Edward. I know Hitch Up and Toe is out there somewhere, but he's not here tonight unless he's lurking. But he'll be happy to hear that I'm toying with the idea of doing Tuesday night, but it'll be a combination show. It'll probably be a 2-hour show. And we'll do, maybe we'll do a little bit of word game, but we'll do humor. Might as well. We did anyways. And we'll have fun, Oh, gee, for Kelly. Well, you can always work on doing that. You can get a license. So I think we're probably going to call it a night. But just so you know, the 3 thumbnails, the last 3 lives thumbnails, including the live that was done at M25. That was a thumbnail that came from the feature channel. One clue I could give you is that channel was at M25. They've been to other M series as well. Oh, so what time is it there, Ed? I am trying to stay traditional here with a 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for doing the lives. It'll be 6 p.m., Susie. Your time. My time, it'll be 5 Central. It's 12:03, so it's just after midnight where Ed is in the United Kingdom. So we're still, I'm 7 hours different from him, but Eastern Standard, Susie and most people, in Michigan, Ohio, wherever, that's the 6 hours that we're used to, I think. Do you guys, Ed, follow some form of daylight savings? Because maybe it'll change in November. I don't know. Oh, that's right. Susie, what time do you go on Tuesdays? I think it's 8 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. That's something we have to remember, because I know you do the trivia. Didn't I used to introduce you on Tuesday nights? I think I did. Yeah, Firefly. Kelly's in Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll do the 2 hour show on Tuesday, and then we'll have a Captain Jack raid to travel around Susie at 8. That'll work out. I'll have to look that up, Ed. Just all you have to know, though, is keep track of what's going on in Eastern Standard Time. Always look for Susie. If you can find her on in Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m., which would probably be, yeah, who knows? It might be 1 p.m. for you. You can do it, Susie. You're excellent. All right, Margie and Jeff, good seeing you. I'm going to get off of here too. It's actually time I need to eat something. I know that my friends here have made some food and I can't turn it down. So, and I got some goodies today at Walmart. I got the good old chocolate cake. Wales is in BST, British summertime. Okay. The question is, do they have whales there? Never mind, it's a joke for another time. All right, without further ado, we've been on an hour and 1 minute. Frank, send you an update. I will. Well, I'll tell people where I'm headed in a more or less, not 100%, because there are some trolls out there that I have to be a little cautious of. So I'm learning. Don't be too open. Yeah, there's been some experiences lately that haven't been very pleasant. So being a little less open about location. Chances are any videos will be a little bit of delay to them. So, all right, Susan, Kyle, Kelly, Ray, everybody have a great evening and hope to see you this coming Tuesday. All righty. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Good night, everyone.